Good afternoon, KIPP team and family. Welcome. Please find your seats as we are about to begin today's graduation ceremony. Bienvenidos, equipo y familia de KIPP. Les invitamos a tomar su asiento y que vamos a empezar esta graduación. Please silence any cellular phones. Rules of this venue are that noisemakers are prohibited and family members are not permitted to stand up and take pictures on the stage. With that, please join me in welcoming the graduating class of 2026. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jeremy Gray, and I am the founding school leader of KIPP Somos Collegiate, and I am honored to celebrate the commencement of the class of 2026. We celebrate this milestone and the wonderful accomplishments of the young students before me today. At this time, we will play the national anthem. Will you please rise? Thank you, and please be seated. We are honored to have the KIPP Texas leadership joining us for today's celebration. Will Chief Executive Officer Seba Ali, Chief Schools Officer Dan Caesar, and Head of Schools Natasha Flowers-Penix please stand to be acknowledged. To the class of 2026, congratulations. Congratulations on 12 years of hard work to lead you to sit here today in your cap and gown, ready to transition to the next chapter of your life. When I look back at the class of 2026, you have had quite a ride. You were the one and only class to attend the 9th grade academy while we finished construction on our current building. And while this may have seemed small, I have seen the close relationships that you formed during that year persist through all of high school as your class relies on one another to get through challenging moments and celebrate one another's successes. Once we moved to Callahan together, your class has shown that your involvement and achievement is just as strong as your relationships. You are the class that helped lead our school to an A rating. And you are the class that helped found chapters of both ACE and TSA and left a legacy for underclassmen to follow in your footsteps. KIPP Somos Collegiate is a better school because of the leadership of the class of 2026. All of these accomplishments are the result of hard work from so many who have stood by your side over the years. First, to our KIPP families, thank you. Gracias. You have trusted in us to prepare your students for the next phases of life. Gracias por su confianza en mí y en KIPP Somos Collegiate. Thank you for answering our text messages, our phone calls, and being trusted partners in your child's success. We couldn't do this without you. Logramos todo con ustedes. Next, to our teachers, counselors, assistant principals, and mentors. You have been steadfast in your commitment to the success of each student who will walk this stage today. You have prepared lessons, pushed students to think, and spent hours coaching sports and chaperoning extracurricular events. Thank you for your belief in what each child can achieve. And finally, to the class of 2026, my final graduating class, I leave you with 2 requests. First, dream big and then chase your dreams. Dreaming big is about seeing the future you want for yourself. And once you've dreamed, chase your dreams with all that you have. Your dreams will not be handed to you easily, and sometimes working for them will seem nearly impossible, but never stop chasing them. As the first in my family to go to college, dreaming big meant seeing a future that no one in my family yet had, and then daring to chase it. Many of you today join me in becoming first-generation college students and then college graduates, and I am so excited to cheer you on as you chase that dream and cannot wait to celebrate your college graduations. And second, take care of your community. You are here today because of a community of people who have cared for you, taught you, and championed you, and cared for you as you grew. You have family members and friends who are here today to celebrate your successes. As you enter the next phase, you are no longer the children of the community, but members responsible for making the community the best it can be, including those who live just up the road from me. Hi, neighbor. This means volunteering at the food bank, picking up trash in the neighborhood, holding the door, and saying hi to a stranger. Your class is incredibly kind and thoughtful, and your hearts and minds will make our community stronger. In closing, I want to tell you all that I am proud of you, not because of what you achieved, but because of the person that you are. Being the principal for you has been one of the greatest joys of my professional career because of the time that we have spent laughing and learning together. And know that whatever you do next, you can always count on me to be in your corner cheering you on. And as you know from me yelling the countdowns in the hallways, I will be loud in my cheering every step of your path. To the class of 2026, my last charge to you is this: go be great. Next, I'm excited to welcome our CEO of KIPP Texas Public Schools, Ms. Seba Ali, to share her remarks.
I'm going to lower the mic all the way back down. Okay. Mr. Gray's a lot taller than I am. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. I think it's already past noon. Welcome, families, staff, and most importantly, our amazing graduates in the class of 2026. I am honored to be with you here today. We're here to celebrate your growth, your hard work, and the incredible people that you have become. Before we look ahead, let's take a moment to celebrate the history you've already made here at KIPP. You are 90 graduates in total. You have earned the highest ACT score in Somos Collegiate's history. Congratulations. And some of you have completed the full KIPP journey from primary school all the way through high school and walking across the stage now. If you started at KIPP in primary school, can you please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you. At KIPP Texas, we talk a lot about chasing excellence. As you sit here today, I want you to think about and see what it really means. It isn't just about grades or test scores. It's about the story that you have been telling through the choices that you've made every time you walk through our doors at KIPP. Every time you wrote a new draft, of an essay, every time you worked through a difficult problem, and every time you showed up for a friend, you were practicing the life that you were about to lead. For a long time, your team and family has been right there beside you, helping you navigate the way. Your teachers and leaders have been there, guiding you on your educational journey and teaching you valuable lessons along the way. And we cannot forget your families. Their belief in you, their commitment to education has played a major factor in getting you here today. To the families who are here today, thank you for trusting us with your KIPPsters education and for the hard work it took to getting them here on this stage today. Let's give all of our families a round of applause. KIPPsters, as you look towards the horizon, the path belongs to you. This milestone is proof that you are ready. You have everything you need to lead a choice-filled life, a life where you decide who you want to be. As you start this new journey, whether it's heading to college, joining the military, or starting a career, remember that you don't have to have every answer today. What really matters is momentum. Success isn't one giant leap. It's the small, brave choices you make every single day. Persist with purpose is a value you learned here. It's the engine that will keep you moving forward when things feel new or uncertain. When you feel small in a big world, remember the excellence you've already chased. That is your strength. That is your momentum. Our mission at KIPP Texas is to see you grow up to lead fulfilling lives and build a more just world. A just world isn't something that just happens. It's something people like you create. You create it when you persist with purpose for what is right. You create it when you bring joy to those around you. And you create it with kindness and courage. Class of 2026, we are so proud of you, not just for the diplomas you are about to hold, but for the heart that you bring to everything you do. Step across this threshold with confidence. The world is waiting for you to write the story that is only yours. And remember, KIPP will always be your home, and we will always be here for you. You can count on us to be here whenever you need us, and you are always welcomed and loved here at KIPP. Although you leave our hallways today, remember this: once a KIPPster, always a KIPPster. You are a part of this team and family, and we will always be cheering you on. Congratulations, class of 2026.
It is now my great privilege to introduce this year's selected student speaker, a tradition started in the class of 2024 of a faculty member the students have selected to give remarks at graduation. This year, the graduating class of 2026 has selected Mr. Leo Morales.
Welcome, class of 2026, family, friends. It is a massive honor to be selected to speak today. When looking at the graduating class, I don't see young adults ready to take on the world, but I see the students I met back 3 years ago, like Mo. I think back last year teaching AP environmental science to at least 1/4 of you. I remember falling at the house, the garden house, Jesus. Thank God you did not have your phones out back then. Thank God there's yonder pouches. You never let me live that down, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. This year has been incredibly special to me, not just because you are finally crossing the stage, but because of the memories we shared together. As you prepare to close this chapter in your lives and step into college or a new career, I couldn't ask for a better group of students to share the final milestone. There were certainly certain days that were grading piles up and stress setting in, and standard energy drinks weren't just enough. Shout out to Jesus and his Red Bulls. Some days are amazing, some days made me want to cry, but no matter how hard it got, every single day I refused to give it all up. If you know me, you know my favorite movie, The Lorax. And there's a core lesson that I want to carry with you. Let it grow. Let your future grow. Even if you feel like absolute bottom, don't give up. Keep growing. There's a specific scene when the Lorax asked the Onceler, "Which way does the tree fall?" The Onceler said, down." The Lorax replies, "The tree falls the way it leans. Be careful which way you lean." Of class of 2026, you leave KIPP, Somos, and head out to the real world. Lean towards kindness. Lean towards, my bad. Lean towards perseverance. Lean towards people who support you and passion that drives you. Because the habits you choose to lean to today will determine exactly where you will land tomorrow. I am so incredibly proud of you and keep growing. Congratulations, class of 2026.
I now have the distinct honor of introducing to you the salutatorian of the class of 2026, Alexis Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Alexis Gonzalez, and I am incredibly honored to stand before you as the salutatorian of our graduating class this year. Before anything else, I want to thank our families and everyone who came here to support our class. Your unwavering support has been the backbone of our journey. We truly wouldn't have made it this far without you all. When I was initially informed by Mr. Gray that I would have the privilege of giving the speech, truthfully, I had no idea where to begin. As I sat in front of my laptop screen, I struggled how to figure out how to fit these past 4 years of memories into a singular speech. Suddenly, a piece of advice from a very fond English teacher of mine popped into my head. If you have no idea where to begin, just start writing. And as you can see in this very moment, it worked. Despite this advice being used for something as simple as a speech, I believe that it can be applied to so much more than writing. Time truly waits for no one, and a lot of our most important moments in life begin before we feel prepared. Whether it is applying to colleges, taking an AP test that you didn't study at all for, or even standing on stage giving a speech, the very first steps are always the hardest. However, if the past 4 years have taught us anything, it is that we are more capable than we think. Despite all the hardships that we faced, we made it here together. We all stand here today, proud to have taken our first steps as we walk across the stage into adulthood. From here on out, some students seem to have it all figured out and understand their paths in life. To those students, congratulations. You truly are an inspiration to myself and many others. However, to those whose path seems unclear at this very moment, please know that you are not alone. Unlike the history books that we read in class, your life right now is not set in stone, or rather textbook. If your path seems unclear now, do not be afraid to experiment and create one of your own. Life is not as fixed as it may seem. You are allowed to change your mind, you are allowed to take different paths, and best of all, you are allowed to grow into someone completely different from who you thought you would become at 14 years old. What matters most is that we keep moving forward and never lose sight of who you are. As I near the end of my speech, I want to fulfill my promise that I made to my closest friends, Fatima Yanes, Fatima Muniz, and Genesis Garcia. To you three, I want you to know how much you truly mean to me. Although you came into my life, oh my God, sorry, at different moments. Hold on, sorry. You were able to help me there when I needed you the most. Our very silly moments together helped high school pass incredibly fast, and I never thought this day would arrive so soon. Thank you all for the unforgettable memories. If I could do it all again, I would want you three by my side. Sorry, guys. To conclude my speech, I would like to state that when I look around this room at this class, I see so much potential for our future. I see future doctors, lawyers, teachers, engineers, artists, and people who would change the world and lives of others in ways they may not truly realize. You all have proven that you are more than able to adapt, accomplish, and overcome challenges. So today should be about recognizing how far we've come and how much more there is ahead of us. Class of 2026, we should be proud of ourselves, proud of who we are, proud of the effort it took to get here, proud of the people we become, and proud of the fact that we all shared this chapter with such a unique group of individuals. Congratulations, class of 2026. It's been an honor to call you all my classmates. Thank you.
It is now my honor to recognize the valedictorian of the class of 2026, Luna Gutierrez.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start off by saying it is my greatest privilege to deliver this speech to you all today. Also, I want to say thank you to all our families, friends, and teachers for being here to celebrate our graduates, and give a huge congratulations to the amazing class of 2026. We finally made it. I know these past 4 years have not been the easiest, but you all put in so much work and dedication in order to be here today. So for that, I am proud of you all. For many of us, myself included, being here today is a very big milestone. Sorry. Not just for ourselves, but for our families as well. Most of us here are children of immigrants, or the first in our families to graduate high school, or even both. Us standing here today not only shows the hard work we put in these past years, but it is also proof of our family's hard work and dedication to giving us better opportunities. Without them, we would not be here today. So families, I appreciate you for everything you have done for your graduates and raising some of the most incredible people that I've met. Your support and sacrifices will never go unnoticed. Now, I would like to recognize some of the most influential people in my life, starting with my teachers and mentors, Ms. Vega, Ms. Andrea Martinez, Ms. Ariadna Martinez, Ms. B. Martinez, Mr. Morales, Mr. Patel, Mr. Guerra, and last but not least, Mr. Vasquez. Some of you taught me in class, while others acted as mentors, but still, you all provided me with unwavering support and kindness, even when I complained. You've had more faith in me in times I didn't even believe in myself. Pushed me in challenging moments and allowed me to learn so much through a combination of your classes and guidance. So I'd like to thank you for everything you have taught me and allowing me to grow, not only as a student, but as a person as well. And I will take everything I've learned with me for the rest of my life. Sorry in advance if I cry. Uh, Next, I would like to thank my friends and my cousin Mariana. Thank you for giving me a shoulder to lean on in difficult times. Thank you for making these past years bearable and full of memories. I loved every second I spent with y'all, and I could not have made it through these years without you all. I truly cannot wait to see where the future takes us, but I hope that we can see it all together. And lastly, I want to thank my family, but most importantly, my parents, Mom and Dad. I don't think that there are enough words to describe how much you both mean to me. You both inspire me so much every day without fail, and I'm so lucky to be your daughter. The amount of hardship and sacrifice you've had to endure are what allow me to be here today, to have the opportunities in life that you did not get to experience yourself. Sorry if I mess up this next part. Sin ti, no podría ser la persona que soy, el diploma que hoy sostengo. No es, no es solamente para mí, también es para ti. Todos mis logros son tuyos, igual que míos. Muchas gracias y te quiero mucho. Okay. So I know that most of you are anxious to leave or, get your diplomas. So I will address my final remarks to the class of 2026. For those of you who know me, it will not come as a shock to you that I'm going to take this opportunity to mention the musical Hamilton. Not just because it is one of my favorites, but because it taught me an important life lesson. If you have not seen the musical, it follows the stories of two men who strive for success but go about it differently. Alexander Hamilton jumps at every opportunity and goes for what he wants, while Aaron Burr keeps to himself and waits for what he thinks is the right moment. For a long time, I was Aaron Burr. I let opportunities pass and waited for life to happen to me instead of taking the chance. But this year, that changed. I became more like Hamilton. I took that leap of faith, and the opportunities and support I've gained became endless, making me question why I was so scared to do so in the first place. We must understand that we cannot let our fears dictate our lives. Even when you're scared, and even if you don't have everything figured out, you have the choice to take that risk and go for what you want, to write your own story. So congratulations again, class of 2026, and in the words of Hamilton, do not throw away your shot. Thank you.
I am pleased to introduce our KIPP Texas Chief Schools Officer, Dan Caesar, so he can address the class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. Thank you, Luna, and thank you, Alexis, for your amazing speeches, our valedictorian and salutatorian speeches. It is clear from your words and your actions that your KIPP team and family means the world to you, and your family at home means the world to you. Let's give another round of applause for our two amazing speakers. Good afternoon, KIPP team and family, families, staff, and the phenomenal class of 2026. My name is Dan Caesar, and I'm the Chief Schools Officer at KIPP Texas. Looking out at this room fills me with immense pride. Today, we aren't just celebrating the end of high school, we are celebrating the incredible legacy you leave behind. We talk a lot about excellence at KIPP, but sitting here today, I want you to know what excellence really looks like. It's more than a test score or your GPA. It's the action of showing up and trying to do better every day. Every late night you've spent studying, every difficult conversation you've navigated, every time you showed up for one another. That was you training for your future. You didn't get here alone. Your teachers, they guided you. Your families, they sacrificed for you. They did this endlessly to help you walk across this stage today. Families, thank you for trusting all of us at KIPP with your children. And graduates, as they're just about to walk across the stage, it's getting exciting. As you walk, look at the family in the stands. This victory belongs to them as much as it belongs to you. Starting tomorrow, as Hamilton may have said himself, the pen is in your hands to write your own story. You have everything you need to build a life of genuine choice and opportunity. Whether you're heading to college, the workforce, or serving our country, remember this. You don't need to have the next 40 years figured out today. You just need to take one brave step at a time. Yes, true impact isn't made in one giant leap. It's built through small, intentional, daily choices to act with integrity, work hard, and lead with kindness. When the world feels big and uncertain, remember the strength you proved you had right here. Class of 2026, go out and build the world we know you are capable of creating. Walk across this stage in just a few moments with pride. We will always be in your corner, and you will always have a home at KIPP. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dan. Now, we will begin the presentation of diplomas to our KIPP Somos Collegiate graduates of 2026. I now introduce Oscar Oveda, our Director of College and Career Counseling, who will guide us through the presentations of diplomas.
Our first graduate, Adrian Acosta. Elias Alvarado Salas. Vinshawn Allen. Suwaila Amiri. Javier Amijo. Christian Arredondo Rodriguez. Jalen Behai.
What's up, Mrs. O?
Francisco Benavides. Jude Benezu. Nicholas Berones. Miguel Ángel Blas. Laisha Camacho. Sebastián Camacho. Sean Carmichael. Carlos José Casoverde Clemente. Elaine Castillo. Stephen Searley. Crystal Chansey. Douglas Chilson. Jordan Ebot. Kayla Esquivel. Daire Fernandez. Renato Flores Rodríguez. Leila Galindo. Jaden Galvan. Genesis Garcia. Shania Garza. Máximo Gibson Bernal. Adal Gómez. Our salutatorian, Alexis Gonzalez. Milagros Gonzalez. Joaquín Guajardo. Frank Guerra. Juliana Guerrero. Our valedictorian, Luna Gutierrez. Heather Hernandez. Nathaniel Hernandez. Raymond Hernandez. Ash Hernandez. Emerson Jacobo. Christopher Jones. Ian Jones. Emanuel León. Natalia Lozano. Camila Martínez. Oscar Magaña. Leonardo Magaña Saavedra. Armanula Mandosai. Sanga Mandosai. Brianna Martinez. Matthew Medina. Obaidullah Mamond. Christian Mejia. Jerry Melgar. Julia Mora. Sofía Moreno Salas. Victor Munier. Aisha Mushwani. Isaiah Quintana. Mariana Ramirez. Alexa Ramirez Hernandez. Nadia Rana. Rosie Rangel. Brianna Reyes. Gadiel Reyes Cruz. Axel Rodriguez. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Victoria Rodriguez. Raylene Rojas. Alima Said Omar. Diamond Salazar. Areli Salania Mariquez. Lance Solomon. Nazrullah Samoon. Rafiqullah Samoon. Jesus Sanchez. Nathaniel Sanchez. Daniela Soto. Gael Torres. María Torres. Abraham Tovar Dominguez. César Valenzuela. Daniela Vargas. Adrian Velasquez. Luis Vera. María Ángel Vicente Hernández. Fátima Yanes. Mo Suleiman Zayland. Our last graduate of the class of 2026, Andrea Zertuche. If we can give one last final applause for our class of 2026 graduates.
Will the class of 2026 please stand? Ms. Seba Ali, these students have successfully completed our approved course of study and satisfied all requirements for high school graduation as prescribed by the KIPP Texas Public Schools Board of Directors and in accordance with the great state of Texas.
In witness thereof, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby declare the 2026 KIPP Somos Collegiate class as graduates, awarded a duly certified diploma. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. I now present you KIPP Somos class of 2026.
We will now begin our recessional. Thank you for joining us on this monumentous day. Please remain seated as our graduates exit. Families and guests, after our graduates make their way through the recessional today, you will exit through the doors and greet your graduates outside. Thank you all for coming, and please have a safe drive home. And remember, once a KIPPster, always a KIPPster.